Have you ever experienced a situation when you definitely know the word but just cannot say it, like it's stuck on the tip of your tongue? And if not, let me ask you some questions. So, how do you call a word or a sentence that reads the same backwards as forward? Like, Madam, I'm Adam. Or, what was the surname of Harry Potter's aunt? Or, how do you call a person that collects coins? Scientists have been studying this effect called surprisingly tip-of-the-tongue effect for quite some time now, so let's talk about why it happens and how you can resolve it as fast as possible. Tip-of-the-tongue effect, or TOT for short, can be defined as the state of mind in which you are unable to think of a word that you are certain to know, but you feel sure that you know it and it feels like it's on the verge of coming to you. People who are experiencing a TOT state are likely to report the correct number of syllables in the temporarily inaccessible word. They're likely to correctly report the first phoneme in the word, and when asked to produce similar words to the target, they mostly come up with words that sound like the target word.
Oh, what are they called? A porcupine.
People can also express their agony non-verbally, and this state can last from 20 seconds up to several days. There are several theories trying to explain why TOTs happen, and the most accepted now is the one explaining it in the framework of speech production theory. Even though it may seem instantaneous, speech production happens in stages, going from the most abstract to the most concrete, from concept to lexis to lemmas and syntax to morphology and morpheme. Then we should end up with a phonological encoding and eventually an articulation. It is the problem with the access to phonological stage of speech production that renders the TOT state. In other words, TOT is a temporary failure of phonological activation. And basically your brain goes like, okay, let's choose an idea, let's choose the words and concepts describing this idea, and now let's try to find the pronunciation of the concepts, and that's where the failure happens. There are ways to resolve the TOT state, but none of them works with 100% guarantee, but usually they work, so let's list them. First of all, you can try just paraphrase or talk around things, and that's what we usually do in a foreign language when we don't know the exact word. But this can also help when you're presenting in front of an audience, or giving a talk, or just trying to pass an exam. Now the second thing you can do is just go through the whole alphabet in your mind, trying to find that exact letter that starts the word. Or if you have a friend or just anyone who stands next to you, he can try to help you resolve this by just hinting on the first letter or syllable. Now I hope this video helped and you understand more about TOT state, and well, that's all. Goodbye! Oh yeah, the answers to the questions. Here they are. You're welcome.